Which tier are you?
I am in prospect, but I've seen Chally players play, and they're very good. It's going to be interesting to see how these two teams play. Hopefully, Chally can come out and you know do better wise than the matchup we just saw. I mean, it was a good match, but hopefully for Pygmy Sperms they can come out and do better.
Yeah, I do agree.
Oh,
Give me 1 second. What? Jiggy's still in there. No, somebody was still in there from the last one, so let me change the password real quick. Yeah, but I mean, like you said, these teams are going to be very vicious when it comes to these matches. So, what do you expect to see, not just out of Chally, but out of some of the players? I know Turtle Supreme's going to be one of the players. I think he was previously in Prospect. Could be wrong on that.
I mean, it's going to be interesting to see this matchup. Um, I mean, if Melodic Power can come in and follow up off of their rival team, it'd be big for them. But I'd love to see Pygmy Sperms come out and win as well.
Yeah, I do agree. I personally have picked pulling for Pygmy Sperms just because I know two of the players. So it's going to be fun to see that happen.
Absolutely. Now I can't remember. Do we have any subs in for this matchup?
We shouldn't. I'm pretty sure that everyone here is fully able to play.
Okay,
Actually, yeah,
perfect.
I know two of these players. I forgot. Reeps is actually a fellow admin on the 2 server that we're trying to start back. And then Isaac is a fellow events committee.
Um,
And I think that we are about ready to go through some of the team stats. All right. Well, fortunately, it does seem that Turtle and one player isn't able to make it today. So they have Isaac subbing in for them. And looking at the stats for the teams, very even, 17 and 16 wins to 12 and 11 losses. That's 17-11 to 16 and 12. Goals for and against is 78 for the Melodic Power and 76 for Pygmy Sperms. For goals against is 66 to 69. Yeah, and 95 and 87. Saves against is 119 and 115. And then the shooting percentage is 31.9 and 32.4. And Berg, would you like to go ahead and start with the player stats?
absolutely. Um, 1 second. I apologize. All right. first off, seeing off the pit, we got Dobsie, DaScrappyDoo, Arc, and Most Humble. I mean, Dobsie with 9 games played, 12 goals, 6 assists, and 32 shots. Scrappy-Doo with 22 games played, 27 goals, 7 assists, and 70 shots. Arc with 24 games played, 21 goals, 13 assists, and 78 shots. And Most Humble with 13 games played, 9 goals, 11 assists, and 27 shots. I mean, these stats also looking pretty close as we look at the Pygmy Sperm stats as well. Turtle Supreme, which I believe is being subbed out today
And
with
so is
28 games
one player, which
and one player. I mean, pretty unfortunate looking. I mean, at their stats wise, both those players with 28 games played, 35 goals for Turtle, 13 assists, and 86 shots, as well as 31 goals coming from one player, 24 assists, and 88 shots. I mean, definitely two key players, but following up with Reaps with 17 games played, 5 goals, 13 assists, and 42 shots, and EvilTwin with 7 games played, 4 goals, 5 assists, and 14 shots. It's going to be interesting to see how this Pygmy Sperms team plays without Turtle and one player.
yeah, which they do have Isaac in there, plus Dallon is subbing in as well. Because if you don't know Dallon, actually, then Chally, he moved himself up to rival as GM to save with cap space.
That'll be interesting to see having him sub in as well.
I think he's trying to repeat what he did last time when he was in every single match.
Well, we'll see if he can come out and do that.
Seems that we are waiting on our Melodic Power team to join. I'm not sure what the holdup is on their end. Double checking with the GM right now. There we go. As I say something about it, boom.
All have joined in.
And I think that we went through the stats. We've went through everything else. I think we're about ready to get started. Who are you pulling for in this match?
I mean, I would like to see this Pygmy Sperms come in and win, but I mean, with those subs in, definitely could be possible.
Yeah, of course. Which, I mean, Isaac is a really good player. Also coming from, I want to say, I'm double checking myself just so I don't mess up where, but I'm not sure, I won't lie. But, I mean, Isaac is a really good player.
Ooh.
I've played a couple matches with him personally. So I think that he will definitely be good.
Scrappy-Doo coming out, putting a goal on is EyeSucka? Isaac? As Isaac was not able to get there for that save.
Yeah, of course. And actually, Isaac is a free agent right now. He was signed at the beginning, but not anymore. So we're gonna just see how he plays. Almost puts that top left by Reeves, and Isaac is able to clean it up.
A great shot to tie this game up. You know that defense was having a hard time being able to see off of that demo.
Yeah, of course. Which that's the tactic part of being a demo player is not only are you needing to be able to know when to do it, but also when you can use that smoke screen to an advantage.
Absolutely. I mean, coming out, oh my God, Isaac with another shot. I think that was off of a challenge there.
Isaac,
Able to bury that off of Arc.
yeah, he's showing out right now. Could honestly get him a spot on a roster if some GMs watch this and see just how he's playing. Because you got to think, these aren't his teammates. These are people he's filling in with, and he's playing this well.
Absolutely. I mean, this is what you love to see out of a player, being able to come in as a sub and connect with these other players. I mean, that definitely tells you he's a good player. I mean, just imagine how well he would play with teammates.
Get that muscle play coming out of dobsie with a great pass coming from Art.
A good dunk coming in to return.
It's a very good play right there. And we're just going to have to see how it follows up, as it is now 2-2. We see a little bit of confusion on the defense right there, but they're able to keep pressure going. Arc misses off the wall. Twin is going to keep it to himself, take the time. Isaac gets pressure. Reese takes it up the wall. It gets stolen. Isaac's in the air. Clears it. Reese is the only one back. Has to put pressure and is not able to. Gets bumped, I'm pretty sure.
I believe you're right there. I mean, Ark able to follow up after putting that soft touch towards mid, but Isaac, I think if he would have taken off a second earlier, would have been able to get in front of that.
I do agree. But like you said, that bump coming out of dobsie to Reeps, very pivotal in the reason why that goal was scored, because otherwise Reeps is dead on it. And we see great clear out of Isaac there. No follow-up. Pass to center, dobsie sends it to the corner. Reeps and Twin are kind of on top of each other there. Scrappy passes it. Oh my gosh.
That's an unfortunate spot to be, you know, kind of on the defense, playing in each other's own area. You gotta be spaced out a little bit.
Yeah, and lack of spacing is really what caused that goal. Not only from the Reeps and Twin part, but Isaac playing a little bit closer from post. Oh wow.
Oh my god. Fantastic shot coming out of dobsie. I don't know if he was able. I don't think he was even able to touch that in that last bit.
Yeah, he didn't get the second touch because it gave him the long shot, but still, I mean, tries to repeat it. Is he able to follow up? No, but Reeps keeping pressure. It's only 3 goals. There's still 2 minutes and 15 seconds to play, so it's very feasible for them to come back. Twin gets to high 50, stays on it, passes it center, goes right past Isaac.
A little too fast for him to get there.
Oh. Yeah, and I mean, great pressure from both sides. Both sides looking like they're wanting to win this. So we just need to see what they do.
Another dunk coming out of Arc for that. It's looking a lot of dunk goals that are coming from both sides of the team, but definitely working out for Arc.
Yeah. Oh wow, the bump coming out of Scrappy. Touches it again, puts dobsie in a very bad situation. Dobsie opts to go for the boost. It gets taken. Arc hits it back. Seeing Twin jump up for it. Reeps turns. Clears it back. Isaac grabs the boost. Twin staying upfield, not rotating back still. I'm not sure why. But you see dobsie up in the air. Over Reeps. Twin's able to clear. And that's not on target. Rough touch by Isaac. Reeps gets it over 1. Scrappy touches. Isaac's able to get the clear out of the net. You see Twin grabbing it there. Reeps is trying to take his time. Doesn't really have the time to take. So we're going to have to see some magic come out of somebody on this team, if not the whole team.
Absolutely. I mean, ooh, a little bit of a fake coming out of Scrappy as dobsie takes that. Reap's able to put that off the wall, but Arc is back with full boost. Let's see if he can get a flick up and over him, but Arc able to put that off towards the side. Isaac's still back on that. Looks like Arc is going to try and cook again, but unfortunate as that goes towards the sidewall. Dobsie back on the attack.
Quinn clears it to Isaac. That looks like it's going to be on net. Yep, unable to get there. That's more for pride than anything.
Absolutely. I mean, able to cut that lead in half at least, but with 9 seconds left, I mean, never say never, but it's looking difficult to try and come back.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a rough position to be put in. Reaps. Oh, I was about to say, maybe. They would have had to score every 3 seconds, so. But Reaps able to keep them out of the net for at least the last second. Kills it. And Melodic Power takes game 1. Who do you think was the big contributor there?
I mean, it's obviously looking at the stats, Arc with the amount of dunks and challenges he was getting, definitely a vital for that Melodic Power team.
Yeah, definitely vital, of course. But not just that. Dobsie was able to put pressure in other positions. I know there were multiple times that he bumped a player out of the way. And then for that Pygmy Sperms team, Isaac coming in as a sub, putting a lot of pressure. And it seems like we're going to get Dylon in here as well instead of EvilTwin. So we're going to have to see how that corresponds because Reeves is the only one that's actually on the Chelly team. Of course, Dallon is in Challenger, but then you have Isaac, who's a free agent. So chemistry could be weird. I'm not sure.
Absolutely. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how these players play together.
Yeah. And I'm really excited to see this because, like you said, it's going to be a mix of range here. I mean, Dallon, who has been playing in Rival all season. Isaac, who's been a free agent for a little while at least. And then Reaps, who has none of his actual teammates here.
It's going to be difficult as Reaps. I mean, going from playing with your actual teammates to two people that you haven't played much with, it's going to be difficult trying to make some plays happen between all three of them.
Yeah, of course.
Isaac almost able to bury that, but Dylon back on the attack to keep that towards the other side.
A little bit of miscommunication on that sidewall if you saw. Reaps and Dylon both trying to go for it. But we are seeing a pass coming out of Reaps. Unable to make it all the way there. Dobsie cutting it off. Ooh. Reaps gets it back. Dobsie's able to get there. And we see a challenge coming out of Isaac. Dylon rotates back. Able to get there. Gets the touch. And is going to follow it off the sidewall. And I mean, do you think Dylon is going to be able to be that difference maker?
I would like to think so. I mean, in that rival matchup, the 50s that he were getting were definitely vital, but it's a whole different ball game here.
Yes, but no. I've hear a lot of people compare Chally and Rival to each other, saying that they are very similar. So it doesn't, and I mean, we've watched both of them, and they both seem to be really similar. Very offensive heavy, not much of a defensive pressure. Like, you don't see a defensive presence coming out of most Chally teams. It's always the offensive teams that we see. So
Absolutely. Isaac able to get in front of that. That almost could have been bad for them.
Scrappy tries to find the angle, unable to. Art gets demoed on the wall. Dylon. And then you see Isaac trying to get the touch. Reaps misses over top. Isaac miss. Dylon. able to save that shot from Ark, and nobody's back. Ark tries to get the steal, but Scrappy's able to put it in.
I mean, it was very difficult. I think Reaps was thinking about going for boost, but noticed that no one was back and tried to turn.
Yeah, I mean, they are keeping the pressure very good. Like, anytime, that's been a very big presence for both well defense teams so far. Just unable to keep up with pressure and maintain it or be able to fight up against it. Dylon should be really warm against that, though, so it's going to be fun to see how he responds to this. Oh my
Isaac with a
gosh.
good touch off that back.
Flicks it to himself, and is in perfect position to get a double tap off the sidewall. Not your standard one, but a double tap nonetheless.
That was very, very important to tie this game up and see if they can keep that momentum going. Dylan putting that up towards the quarter, but Scrappy's on that. Isaac's still able to keep that in play. Ark flipping that up and over Reaps, though.
You see Dallin there pushing the ball. Is they able to make contact there, but Isaac's able to disrupt the play. Reaps there. Up. We've seen Isaac follow it up. Oh, tries to get the shot on net. Unable to. And he's, once again, Reaps is really being that catalyst that's able to keep. He's cutting that offensive pressure off very well in this game.
Absolutely. I think Ark noticed that, went for that demo there. Ilon able to put that towards the sidewall, but Scrappy's able to put that back towards mid. Dobsie up, though, leaving Ark back. Reaps not able to put a shot on as that goes towards the sidewall, but Isaac is back on the attack. I mean, it's a very interesting matchup to see, but I mean, what do you think this team would have to do to come out and put more on?
Which team?
I'm sorry. These Pygmy Sperms.
Not let that go in.
Fair point.
But honestly, I think they just need to capitalize on the opportunities that they've been giving. I mean, Reeves and Dallon have been holding it down really well on defense. Isaac as well, getting good right clears. It's just they're not able to capitalize on the space that they are getting.
I do agree. I mean, Isaac has very well been there on the offensive attack as Dylon and Reeves have been there defensively.
Rough landing coming out of Isaac. Reeves taking his time, passes it to the center, nobody there. And Dallin is trying to get it back to them. It's over top. Could someone get there? And no, Dallin turns back on it. On target, Dobsie stops the play. Oh my god.
Reeves able to tie that up with a 1 second left. This could be that OT I was talking about earlier. Great shot coming out of Reeves to put that in.
Yeah, and 1 second left. Literally, all cards on the table. Gets the shot, doesn't touch the ground. And it's just a great play. We're going into overtime. Late jump by Reeps. Dallon's back. Clears it. Dobsie touches it to the corner. We're seeing Scrappy touch it. Leaves it for Reeps. Reeps clears it. Dobsie up in the air. We're going to have to see something. A change coming out of this team.
Oh.
We don't see it just yet.
Unfortunate. I think it was that pop from Dylon trying to get up to be able to put that off the back and over, but not able to connect with it as Melodic Power takes that win.
Yeah, and that's going to be 2-0 so far. And I mean, just Dallin is able to come in here and lead. We need to see. I can't say that we need to see a better performance from anyone. We are seeing a sub out for Reaps though, which is questionable in my opinion, just because he's played fairly well
I
so
will
far.
agree on that. I mean, subbing out Reaps, especially with that 1 second goal to save them going into OT. I mean, it's interesting to see this sub go.
Yeah, I will agree. And nobody joining it at this minute, but like we said, Ark has been a pivotal point. So is Dobsy, but we can't forget about their third. I mean, Scrappy has been like holding it down in just the 50 department and challenging. He's not putting the numbers up in your generic way, but he's keeping that pressure really well.
Absolutely. I mean, being a good defensive player gives your other teammates a chance towards either passing or connecting on a goal.
And I kind of wonder if YourEvilTwin will be able to be the difference maker that this team needs, because right now it's 2-0. We have to get a reverse sweep to win. So all or nothing right now. They have to put all the cards on the table to win.
Oh, Dylon with a good challenge off of that. I thought Isaac was going to cut in, but that Melodic Power team able to stay on that defensive. Is Scrappy gets a demo on Dylon, but EvilTwin is there to put that back towards mid for Ark, who we have seen as a pivotal player, might be able to cook, but unfortunate as it goes back towards his side.
Yeah, and I mean, out of all these players, we've seen Isaac stay on the field the whole time. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, he has been playing very well. I mean, as a sub, that's good to see coming in and playing all these matches, but he has been putting numbers on the board for them.
Yeah, of
Ooh.
course. Being that really consistent player can always keep you a spot, though, even if you're not like the number one, because the number one's always changing because not everyone's able to play consistently.
Absolutely. Those Dylon going up for those saves. I mean, unfortunate that he's been missing. I think that's been a key point in how this Melodic Power team has scored.
Yeah, I do agree. And I mean, can't forget, Dallin also has another set of best of 5 matches after this. So it's gonna be fun to see him. And Isaac, wow, what a pass from Twin, and what a finish by Isaac.
Keeping that, good demo. I think Scrappy, unfortunately, wasn't able to see through that. Dylon and Scrappy off the kickoff. EvilTwin gonna try and put a small pass towards Isaac as that goes up and over, but Dylon's back on that. Ark, though, able to keep that in, and Scrappy off the back wall. Ark able to get there, though, tying that up 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, we could see a good change come here, but it's also kind of worrisome because we've seen this melodic power team make a lot of goals happen from nowhere.
Absolutely. I mean, I mean, it's interesting to see how this Melodic Power team plays. I mean, as they don't have any subs, they're playing as a full team. Their chemistry is definitely there, which has got to be difficult for this Pygmy Sperms team coming out, looking at how they have one sub and one player from rival stepping in.
Yeah, I mean, which technically it is still a Chally player, so not too much, and ooh, figured Arc was gonna put that on target, but the follow-up's not there either. Very rough situation right there. See Dobsie sending it. Arc takes it. Could land and follow it up, but Twin cuts him off. Scrappy up in the air. Gets a touch. Great defense coming out of both sides.
Absolutely. That was a little bit of a rough spot for EvilTwin to put that. I mean, off the backboard of his own goal. Dobsie trying to challenge Isaac off of that and see if he can get another buried in, putting them up by 1 with 1:13 left. I mean, he's been a very key player stepping in as a sub. I mean, putting up the shots that he has. It's surprising that he is a free agent.
Yeah, I will agree. I mean, he's been playing well. Could be a cap reason, but I mean, if I'm this not Beach West, sorry, this Pygmy Sperms team, I'm looking at him, and Arc once again being that pivotal player, turning it up and putting them back into this game.
Absolutely. I mean, it looks like Scrappy and Dobsie have been able to kind of put it at a point where Arc is always there to finish.
Yeah, I do agree. And I mean, ooh, what a touch there. Could have been worrisome. Dallon takes it, gets the boost, cuts back inside, gets it over 1. Dobsie touches, and a great touch by Scrappy. It's on target. Mark's gonna take his time. Not able to though, because Isaac's putting that pressure on. I mean, they are playing incredible. This is probably the best this teams have played. Oh, what a save from Dobsie.
Absolutely. I mean, I do think Isaac has been a key player, and I'm wondering why this Melodic Power team. I mean, you'd think they'd be a little demo heavy on him as he's been putting up numbers for this Pygmy Sperms team.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
overtime. Like you asked for it earlier. Could we get a better overtime than the previous?
ooh,
I was
almost.
I halted my sentence as you know what I was about to say.
Almost could have happened, but still able to keep this in play. Nobody back though. This could be unfortunate, but Isaac's there to keep it towards the corner.
Scrappy sends it. Arc in the air. Oh wow.
Ooh,
Just a
that could have been a
little high.
bar down.
Oh my gosh. The pass.
It's that. Oh. With how quick this Melodic Power team is to be just constantly on the ball off those backboards, it's interesting to see.
Yeah, and I mean that Melodic Power played incredibly. It's 11 shots coming out of him. I mean, 3 O's right there. Could could we see this team make a comeback for the management match? Or will Pitt 3-0 for the night?
I know, I know if I'm the pit team, I'm coming out and I'm shooting for a 3-0 throughout this whole series, but if I'm Pygmy, I want to try and stop them from being able to do that.
Yeah, and I mean, we are looking at this management game, and we're gonna find out the answers. But before that, we are gonna take a 5-minute break. So I can't wait to be back, and hope that y'all join us when we come back.